All right, we're so excited for our special guest, the founder and CEO of CTFO, CEO. Oh, that's really funny. A man that I just met today.
It's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. Had a wonderful lunch. Definitely could have gone on for hours and hours more, but it was just fantastic getting to know you. He's been in this industry as a top leader and company owner since I've been full-time in the industry. So pretty amazing stuff. His track record has been absolutely incredible. And so, Stuart, I would love for you to just introduce yourself to the team and kind of give us a little peek at what that 30 plus years of your experience in this industry has looked like.
Oh, I would love to, and thank you for having me. And everybody, just so you know, I already was excited about helping all of you, but after getting to finally meet Collie face to face, we had lunch together today, and we got to talk, like you said, for a long time. I am more committed than I've ever been. I'm sure you all already know how special she is and how amazing, but I didn't know it till today. And one lunch is all it took, and I am whatever it takes, whatever you all need, I am in 100%. Basically, I have had a wonderful life. I'm super grateful for everything that's going on in it. I got into network marketing or MLM at a young age. I was 19 years old, dragged in basically by my family, and ended up building it cold in the streets by saying, "Excuse me, do you live around here?" Started making more money in a month than I was making in a whole year in traditional stuff, and thought, "Wow, this is really cool, really great." Then after about a year and a half, I realized I had thousands of people on my team, but I felt like I was making money off people instead of with people because not enough were making money. And so I went and found a different company with my brother. We thought, hey, surely it's going to be easier. More people have success. We are in the top positions in just 9 months. It was awesome. And then about a year into it, we started looking and we're like, man, how come hardly anybody's making money? So that's why we ended up owning our own company, everybody. I never wanted to own my own company. I always tell you all, you don't know how blessed you are to just be able to be an associate and you don't have to worry about all the stuff. I like I said, I love my life. I wouldn't trade it for any other. And I'm very excited and proud to be, co-founder, CEO, and all that stuff. But believe me, being an associate is better, right? And so here's one of the things, just to cut to the chase, everybody. I get paid just like you do, same comp plan, because I believe if I can't make it in this comp plan, how can I expect you to? I'm on the same side of the equation as you. And I truly believe that what we've put together is something that's good for, the average builder as well as the go-getter, the hitter, the big networkers, right? And that's all I wanted. I just wanted a fair place to work where I knew the owners wouldn't do anything crazy, the products would be top notch, and the comp plan would pay out the most it could. And Collie, that's why I own the company, because I wanted to make sure all that's in place. So that was about 35 years worth of stuff in a couple minutes. So I hope your guys' heads are not spinning. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Today we talked about an awful lot of things, and I've heard a lot of stories about you too that we didn't really talk about, but I've heard of 3 major challenges that you faced in this company, big financial decisions that would have been easier and less expensive to just say, okay, well, we'll call it a day. We tried, that was good, but just like big giant obstacles that you faced that you took head on and did the right thing by the distributors, which I was really impressed with. And I don't know if you're willing to share any of those, but there's one in particular that I thought was absolutely amazing that really kind of sold me before I met you on the kind of owner that we have, because there's a lot of owners in this industry, and most, when faced with heavy duty challenges that might like just big ones. I mean, we've seen there's $2 billion companies that come to mind that faced multiple challenges that took them on, that went almost down to zero and regroup, which isn't what happened to you. But, and I'm catching you probably off guard, but just to tell the story about the CBD in Canada. What happened there? I mean, it gets closed down. What you did for the team, for the distributors out of your own pocket, impressed me so much that I thought this is something everybody needs to know about you.
Oh, I really appreciate that. Yeah, no, I don't mind sharing. We're an open book here, everybody. We're a company that was started by network marketers for network marketers. We're not like corporate people that said, "Hey, I'll bet we can make a lot of money in network marketing if we own the company." That's why we get paid from the comp plan, the owners here. So yeah, we're an open book. Kali, long story short, there's been several things that have happened since CBD has went to the world where I remember going to sleep some nights thinking, wow, I should just get a job. It would be a lot easier than this, that's for sure, But of course, I haven't had one since I was 16 years old, working at Wendy's hamburger stand, and they fired me because I couldn't mop. That's a whole nother story. Now I'm 57 years old, and I'm proud to say I've owned a business ever since. But one of the ones that was crazy, which is not the one you're asking about, but I woke up one day and Visa had turned off over 3,000 companies that were selling CBD, and we were one of them. So all of a sudden we woke up and we lost 70% of our credit card processing overnight. Took 3 months, we fought through it. Now we've got many processors. And as a matter of fact, we've got some fighting for our business, right? So that's behind us. That's wonderful. The one you're talking about is we were shipping to Canada. It grew really fast. It was amazing how the growth was happening. All of a sudden I wake up one day and I get a phone call. Hey, basically, this is the border of Canada, and we have seized all your packages today. 5,000 packages, just to give you an idea, in one day. And those packages, it was average price of over $100. So we're talking about over $500,000 worth of packages. And I said, okay, no problem. Well, what are you going to do with them? How do we work this out? What do we do? Of course, we want to comply. We want to be the best company that's shipping CBD to Canada. And they said, well, we can't. And actually, we're not only going to seize it, but we're going to throw it all out and blah, blah, blah. So I've had customers pay us over $500,000 for all those packages. And then the other part was paid out over $250,000 in commissions on those packages. So we're talking about it was a little bit of a crazy situation that day, but of course we always do the best we can for the families out there. So we refunded 100% of the customers, every nickel. We didn't keep one penny, and the $250,000 in commissions, we let the associates keep it all, because it wasn't their fault that the Canada decided, oh, we only want to make money off CBD ourselves and we can't do this or that. Now, we've got a lot of sales in Canada right now for our different Xanthomist product. So we're very proud and excited to be back in there. But I got to tell you, I've lost probably $750,000 that day, I would say. And it was no fun, but it was the right thing for the families. And we'll always try to do the right thing for the family. So I think that's the one you're talking about. And I try to not think about that anymore, just so you know. No, I'm kidding.
Well, it is the one, but it's a testament to who you are and to your long-term vision for this company. Because if you didn't have the long-term vision, it would have been a lot easier that day to just call it a day. I mean, you probably could have sold your company to somebody else and said, okay, done. But to do that just kind of shows that whatever it takes, we're going to see this thing through, and we're helping people, and we're not ever going to give up on anyone. And I love that. I just love that story. So sorry if I blindsided you with it. I didn't even tell you I was going to ask you that, but I wanted people to hear that from you.
No problem at all. And I do remember it took us all of about 5 minutes to decide that day. It was like, okay, our backs are against the wall. What are we going to do? We're going to let everybody keep the money. Took about 5 minutes. So yeah, it was interesting, but very, very excited that we're at much better times now. So yeah.
Absolutely. So you know what? Let's talk about better times now. We're kind of new at this, telling the story. We're not new at telling the mangosteen story, that's for sure. We could talk about that all day long. But what I would love for you to do is share. I got a lot of leaders on this call that have made a lot of money in this industry who are trying to learn. We're all trying to play catch up to CTFO and learn how to tell the story to new people. And so you've got a great presentation. I've got it on our website. I just love the presentation you do. I would love for you not just to do the presentation, but if you could share your screen, I would love for you to just explain what you present and why, because there are key points in CTFO that you're very passionate about, and things that I think that it would be really good for everyone on this call to understand all these key factors in CTFO that make it so special, not just the product that we're excited about, but the entire product line, as well as the money. This compensation plan, I've never seen anything like it. I didn't even understand it on paper. I didn't understand it till I'm in it. I'm getting paid. And I'm like, why am I getting paid 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in the same order? Every time I get another commission check, I look again. I'm like, holy cow, I'm just getting paid more and more and more times on orders. It's just amazing. So I would love for you to touch on that with people. So I think you can, let me just see. All right, you should be able to share your screen.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to. And obviously, I know you're all very successful leaders on here. I'm not going to like give you the presentation to give it to you, but I'll do like Holly said, I'll do some of it and I'll explain why I share the stuff that I share there. And also, I anticipate you all be sharing the same stuff. So let me go ahead and do this. Okay, Holly, can you see my screen?
I can.
Okay, awesome. So I will just buzz through this real quick. I always like to start off with how I'm not just the owner, one of the owners, a co-founder, and the CEO, but I'm one of the happiest customers there is. Okay. Since I was 7 years old, I've been about 80 something pounds overweight. It's plagued me. I've struggled, like I said, for 50, I'm 57. So for 50 years with my weight, because of our products that we have today in our company, I lost 50 pounds in 100 days. And then we added a new product, our Xantho Mist. I know a lot of you already know about this. And like I said, it's not a regular presentation. And then I lost even more weight. I'm down over 60 pounds now. So I'm figuring in about the next 60 days, I'll be at my ideal weight for the first time since I was 7 years old or younger. I mean, I can't even fathom it, Collie. I'm so like pumped. And by the way, it isn't the weight. It's that I feel like I gained 10, maybe 15 years of my life back just doing it. So I always like to start off and point out to people, I believe in these products. These products have changed my life. That little girl that's sitting in my lap there is now going to be 20 years old this month. And I'm glad that I'm going to get to see her kids and grandkids and all that because I'm healthy and I'm going to be here now, right? I made a lot of money in multi-level marketing, network marketing. But the truth is, I've never saved anybody's life with money, but I can't say that about our products, right? So what do most people ask themselves? I believe it boils down to these two main questions. How can I have better health? Which is the first one, because if you lose your health, you're not going to care about your wealth. But then also, how can I make more money? Because if you worry about your finances, everyone, it's a proven fact that it can make you physically ill. So I believe they're like the perfect marriage. Okay. So I always share those. Our products, oh my gosh, our CBDA world leader in CBD products, CBDA 1,000 times stronger. We've got proof that it stays good in the bottle for, almost a couple of years now. And that's because of our special technology. We've got stuff for muscle and joint, hair growth, pet products. Our coffee is one of my favorite ways to get the CBDA. Sleep product. Lots of people have problems with sleeping. I've got so many people that love the sleep product. Immune boosting products. It's never been more important to boost your immune system than this day and age. Mental health and mood. Of course, weight loss. I talked to you about that. But everybody, even though all of our products are special, they still come with 100% 60-day empty package or bottle money back guarantee. That's shipping, handling, taxes, everything. I know a lot of companies, they give you a guarantee, but then when you use it, they deduct restocking charges or your shipping, your handling and all that because they say, well, we don't get that. It's true. We have to pay the taxes. When you pass the taxes, we pay the government. But if you decide to return it, even though we don't get that money back, we still give you 100% of your money, no risk. Here's the thing though. It's not our products that are special. It's that we have something here called 10X Pure that makes our product special because anything you put it in gets in your body way better than it would have, like a lot better, right? And it's not about what you take. It's about what you absorb. It's about what gets in there, what gets to the destination, right? It's about, it can't help you if it goes straight through you up in the toilet. Sorry, I know that's not professional, right? So I always like to share with people our products are phenomenal, but what makes them phenomenal is our 10X Pure technology. Recently, and you all know this, you're mangosteen folks on the call, I wasn't until we really started getting involved in this. Now it's one of my favorite things I've ever sold in my life. Why mangosteen? Of course, because of all the xanthones, right? We know it's like the most xanthone-rich fruit out there. Of course, the benefits are off the charts, antioxidant, overall well-being, cardiovascular, immune system, inflammatory system, heart, brain, digestive, all that stuff. You all already know that, right? So that's why mangosteen. But here's the thing. There's been a problem with it forever. It's been around for thousands of years. In the last 20 years, billions of dollars worth have been sold. Phenomenal testimonials, even with this problem. Low oral bioavailability, right? That's the problem. It's hard to get the xanthones in your body and get them to where you need them. And if you can't, then they can't do what they need to do. Well, all these wonderful testimonials have been happening, and yet only about 5% of this gets in your body. Our claim to fame is that we came up with the solution to getting it in your body. Our Xantho Mist is the most powerful delivery system, I believe, on the planet, and it's the fastest delivery system. It makes it so that you spray it in your mouth. Within seconds, it not only goes through the tissue and gets in your bloodstream and gets not 5% of it in your body, but more like 95%. But here's the key, everybody. It doesn't go to your stomach where your digestive enzymes kill it and everything like that. So that's the solution. We did the science. We have all the proof. First, we did it in-house with our own molecular biologists and PhD scientists and all that stuff. Then we sent it out to third-party labs and got it all triple verified, right? So look at this. The juice product that all of you know about and everything, super phenomenal and has changed lives for the better. But the truth is, in a serving, in the parts per million, there's 1.5 parts of xanthones per million. And then the pills, which didn't sell as well, 7.5 parts per million, right? 7.5 parts per million. And then you've got our Xantho Mist, 5,000 parts per million in a serving. Folks, that says it all. This product is literally 500 times stronger. So remember this, everybody. Our claim to fame is not that we found mangosteen or brought it to the world. No, people did that way before us. Our claim to fame is we figured out a way to get most of it in your body. And guess what? We own the rights to it. And the only place you can get this is from us here at CTFO. Now, when you look at all the benefits, it's amazing, right? But folks, what I want you to know is it's not just about the benefits, it's that because of our delivery system, we're even able to deliver this product to the public at a much lower price than the competition. That gives you a competitive edge. But what I'm more excited about is it gives more people a chance to afford it, right? So more people can get healthy. Okay, so we've got doctors here at CTFO, thousands actually in the company, but some on our scientific board. Dr. Philip Zinni, he is amazing. You make sure you tune in to hear what he says about this. By the way, I had a bicycling accident, went to the emergency room. They looked at me for 4 hours and said, there's nothing we could do for you, just go home and heal. Then I went the next day to his birthday. I walked into his house and he looked at me and he goes, Stuart, you need surgery. Let me see your shoulder. He didn't even know what was going on. He looked and he goes, you need surgery. Then I go, no, the emergency room said I'm fine. The next day I go back and I meet with a surgeon and he looks at it and he's like, this is like 185 degrees out of whack. If you don't get surgery, you'll never be fine. Had the surgery, I'm perfect now, right? Thank God for this man, okay? And that was just by looking at me. I didn't even say, hey, can you check this out, right? So make sure you listen to what he has to say. And of course, most of you already know Dr. T. Oh my gosh, what a blessing. And yeah, he's here with us full time. And he, in my opinion, is like the father of mangosteen, right? He's been doing it all this time. Now, what I normally do, everybody, at this part of the presentation, I say, look, but there's a much better way for you to learn about the product, and it only takes like 3.5 minutes, and then I'll simply play the video, right?
Our commitment.
Hey, you all can see that on your website. So I'm not going to make you take that 3.5 minutes right now, but I want you to know that's how I end the product part of this. Now I switch it to, okay, look, now that you know we have something amazing that you can't get anywhere else, that, basically just Google these 3 words, benefits of mangosteen. And when you see what comes up, you're going to be blown away. Now the question is, do you want mangosteen that gets in your body better and is less expensive? Then you get it from CTFO, okay? That's our competitive edge, right? But our marketing plan is phenomenal. And you guys already know about network marketing. You can work from home or anywhere. We have a smart ship program. You could save 20% off. We have the lowest qualifier of any company I've ever seen in network marketing, $45 a month. Matter of fact, you only need $45 a month to qualify for your pay. But folks, our average sale here is $108. Why? Because people love the product. So they're buying more than they need to qualify for their pay. How awesome is that? Now, no caps on your income. We pay every Wednesday. You could start part-time, keep doing, part-time till it becomes full-time income. Your business is free. Now, people say, wait a minute, is it really free? Come on. It's $29.97 to buy the business here at CTFO, which is like so much less expensive than almost anything else on the planet. But think about this, everybody. If you just try any one of our products with that 60-day empty package money back guarantee, we waive the $29.97. Here's a little bit of information for you associates out there. You can share this with everybody. To date, we have not had one person pay $29.97. We've not collected it from even one person on the planet. Everybody tries a product and they get the business for free. Okay, so yes, it's free. We have one of the highest payouts in the industry, and everything creates true walk-away residual income here at CTFO. If you're not earning residual income, you're missing the boat. Now, here's where I do something special. I say just push play and I show the 4.5-minute compensation plan video. You all have that on your websites. You can watch it in your back offices. So I'm not going to do that right now. But what I love about this business is anyone can show the Xanthomist video 3.5 minutes, and anyone can show this compensation plan video 4.5 minutes. As a matter of fact, next week, you're going to even have them on one brand new website that we're going to give you for free. They'll both be in one place, and you can use that to just push play your way to success. In other words, you just push play, let people watch those videos, and I believe you can build your whole business that way. Okay. So I'm not going to go for you. Here it is.
CTFO's pay
that,
plan is extremely
and then
lucrative.
after it shows the 6 ways we get paid and it touches on all of them, then I touch on my favorite part. Now, Kali, you're alluding to something that's very special here at CTFO, and it's so unique, it's copyrighted. It's where you can be paid multiple times on the same sale. Imagine you sell one bottle of Xanthomist, right? Somebody buys it, and you get paid 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, or even more off the same sale. That's the copyrighted part of our comp plan. It's complicated, but it's powerful, and it's automated. It works automatically for you, okay? You will want to call customer support and say, hey, I got paid 5 times. Is this a mistake off the sale? And they're going to say, no, that's the copyrighted part of the comp plan. Super special, right? But everybody, I want to show you something right now that I'm more excited about sharing with people because, number one, it's easier to learn, and it's so simple, but it's so powerful. And I believe if everybody just focuses on this one little part, you can build a business all across the world, everywhere we're going, okay? So let me go ahead and show you this right now. This is a basic comp plan training of it. It's called 5 to Thrive. Everybody, bear with me, because if you, in the next 5 minutes or so, and then I'll wrap this up, I'll end this, I believe you should catch the vision of how you can definitely make $100,000 plus a year, okay? So it's this simple. When you get in our business, you are on the 0 level. In this part of the comp plan, we have 7 levels, but I'm just going to talk about mainly 5 right now. What do the levels do? They hold your customers and associates. Now, I know you're all networkers and you know that, right? 100% of the people you put in this part of the comp plan are going on your first level. So no matter who you put in, customers, associates, they're all going to be on this first level. Everybody they bring in is going to be on their first level, which is your second level, right? You can have an unlimited amount of folks there. And then everyone they bring in will be on their first level, which is your third, and then fourth and fifth. That's the way unilevels work. We didn't invent that. That's not what's special, okay? We invented a special way to fill this unilevel because it makes people really want to do it with a carrot, not a stick. And you'll understand what I mean by that in just a second. So let's take a look at that. You gather one customer here at CTFO. They're going on that first level, just like we talked about. You're going to immediately, just because you gathered that customer, be qualified for 10% of all the commission that they spend in the first month, and then 2% every month thereafter for the rest of your life and their life, okay? Forever. But when they bring people in, you're going to get 1% of the whole team. And you might think, yeah, but Stu, that's not very good. 1%, big deal. Yeah, really? If it's not you doing the work, how much is that an hour, right? I'd take 1% of millions of dollars of sales if I don't have to do the sales, okay? So just keep in mind, it is a powerful thing. But folks, nobody stays there. Let me show you why. And this is what helps fill the unilevel for you, okay? This is what's going to help build your team. If you bring in a second customer, right, a second person, the computer system will automatically double all that pay. You bring in a third one, it'll triple all that pay. Imagine going from 10% to 20% to 30%. And all you did was get 3 customers, everybody. Sorry, I'm getting a little excited. Okay, bring in a fourth one, 40%. 4%, it quadruples all the pay. And then, of course, a fifth one. This is why we call this 5 to Thrive, okay? 5 times is all your pay. Now, I'm going to start asking you a question for the next 2 or 3 minutes several times. I'm going to ask you this question. Just think about this and tell me if you don't think this is amazing, okay? This is the question, and I'm asking all of you right now. What would you rather have? It's not a trick question. What would you rather have? 1 times your pay or 5 times your pay? Folks, 100% of the people say 5 times their pay. Everybody. And all you have to do to get it is gather 5 customers. There's never been an easier qualification at a network marketing company. And guess what? This actually pays 7 levels. We're only talking about 5. Wait till you see. Now look, you might be asking yourself, yeah, but Stu, how am I going to get customers? Folks, remember this. Our Xanthomist is special. Everybody walking down the street needs it. Everybody should have this product. Comes with a 60-day empty bottle, 100% money back guarantee, even shipping, handling, and taxes. And you know what? And I'm sorry, I don't want this to sound like a car commercial right now or something like that. I just want you to know this is the best sale I've ever had in 35 years of network marketing. I've never had a sale so easy where I just say, hey, Google these 3 words, benefits of mangosteen. Now that you've learned all about it, do you want the one that gets in your body the best? That's the least expensive price. Folks, $80 for a whole month's supply, that's unreal, right? But if they get a 7-pack, guess what? It makes it $57.14 a bottle, brings it all the way down to less than $2 per day, okay? So this is the two ways people buy this product, either the single pack or the 7-pack. Both are selling, and it's amazing how much we're selling. But let me show you what happens if you buy that and get started and sell it, okay? So this is it. Give me 2 more minutes and I should be done, maybe 3, okay? You put in for somebody on your first level, that's where they stay, that's where they buy, and that's where you get paid from. When they bring in one person, they go on their first level, which is your second level. When they bring in someone, it goes on your third level, and so on, right? Here's the thing. This is one getting one, getting one, getting one, getting one. Folks, there's no power in that. There's no power in that. No matter how happy these 5 customers are, and it's going to be wonderful that their health is getting better and all that stuff, you can't pay your bills off of 5 sales a month. You just can't do it, right? But guess what? We've got a way to make this go. We've got a way to make people blow this thing up. Let me show you where the power is, right? Remember, if you put in the 1 customer, you're qualified for 10%, and the 1%'s on the whole team. But if you put in 5, what happens? So folks, before I push the next button, what would you rather have? 1 times your pay or 5 times your pay? How do you do it? You gather 5 customers. And what does that do? Bam, it automatically 5 times is all your pay. Listen, this is powerful. This is exciting. This is amazing. When you understand this, sleep should be over forever. But don't worry, we have a product for that, okay? But think about this, everybody. Just think about this, okay? If you 5 times your pay, look at what this can look like for you. That number 5 is who you control it, right? You're the one that puts those people in there. Those 5 people, what are they going to want? Think about it. Let me take that away. What are those 5 people going to want? 1 times their pay or 5 times their pay? See, everybody gets asked the same question here. Do you want 1 times your pay or 5 times your pay? And folks, here's the best part. They're not going to do it for you. They're going to do it for themselves, okay? But look at the benefit for you. Remember what I said, there's no power in 1, right? There's no power in 1. 1 getting 1, getting 1, getting 1. Nobody can pay their bills, okay? Nobody gets wealthy. But if you get 5 to 5 times your pay, and those people say, I want to 5 times my pay, how do they get it? By putting in 5 each. Folks, now instead of 1 person on your second level, you have 25. And what do those people get asked? Do you want 1 times your pay or 5 times your pay, right? It's a no-brainer. What do they got to do? Go gather customers, right? They get 5 each. Look at what that puts on your third level. Instead of 1 person, 125 potential, right? Well, what do those people get asked? You want 1 times your pay or 5 times your pay? Great. Go gather 5 customers, right? The product is worthy. People want it anyway, right? These people are buying what they need and want with a 60-day empty package or bottle money back guarantee. And guess what? If these 125 want 5 times their pay, what do they got to do? Put in their 5, right? Look, this is a small team in network marketing. Think about this, everyone. All we're asking people to do here is buy 1 product a month that they need and want and should be on for the rest of their life at the lowest possible price that's 500 times stronger than the competition. That's what we're asking, okay? That's the greatest sale I've ever seen in network marketing. And you know what? If these people are just buying 1, not even a 7-pack, 1 each, guess what? You would be earning about $1,650 of monthly residual income as long as they buy month after month, right? But you know what? Think about this question that you have to have asked to the people on your 4th level. See those people? Do you want 1 times your pay or you want 5 times your pay? What do you want? Well, then guess what? Folks, it's no different than you putting in 5 or the 5 people on your first level putting in 5 to 5 times their pay, or the 25 people putting in 5 each to 5 times their pay. If these 625 all want 5 times the pay, it's going to put those 3,000 something people on that level. And guess what? Then your pay jumps all the way up to $7,900 in monthly residual income. That's about $100,000 a year, and nobody has to buy any more than 1 Xantho Mist each. What they need and want, and something that's less expensive than the competition and 500 times stronger, right? So I don't want to make this sound too crazy for everybody. I'm wrapping it up. I know I went longer. I couldn't help it. They're leaders. I had to just keep saying stuff, right? I want you to be filled. I want you to see this is special. I want you to understand this is different. I've been doing this 35 years. I've never had a sale this easy in my life, right? But look at this, okay? What if they buy a 7-pack, right? What if these people buy a 7-pack, everybody? And you know what? Right now, like 40% of the people that are buying Xantho are buying 7-packs, right? But if they bought 7-packs, guess what your bonus would be off those 7-packs, right? How about an extra $39,500? Now, I'm not saying they have to, but they want the lower price and everything. And we've got a special way where people are really wanting to buy 7-packs. I'll show you that. But everybody, this is 5 levels. This pays 7 levels deep. Of course, 6 and 7 will pay the most out as it builds, right? But think about this. It's all about those 5. It all starts with those 5. This is why we call it 5 to Thrive. And here's the last thing. This is the last thing, and I'll do it quick. If you buy one Xantho Mist, okay, just one, and you gather your first customer, it's going to pay you 10 and the ones, like I showed you, 10, 2, and the ones, okay? But if you, as a leader, buy the 7-pack, you're not only going to get it all the way down to $57.14 a bottle, that second, it's going to 5 times your pay just because you bought the pack. Right? That means when you bring in your first customer, instead of getting 10%, you're going to get 50% of the commission. And then guess what? You bring in your second one, instead of 20%, 50%. And then your third one, instead of 30, 50, your fourth, instead of 40, it's going to be 50. And then of course the fifth on is that, right? So folks, people are buying the 7-pack because not only do they want the lower price, and they want to be able to hand it out to people right away, but it also 5 times their pay out of the gate for 1 month. So it gives you time to actually get your customers. And instead of getting 10% on your first one, you get 50 and so on. So look, the way I see it, there's 2 ways to get started. Buy one Xantho Mist and be a customer, basically, okay? You can build the business and still make a bunch of money if you just buy one. But if you decide you want the 7-pack, remember this, it saves you 29% right out of the gate, and it 5 times your pay from day one. Now, here's what I've never seen at any other company, and then Kali, I'll turn it back to you. Whether they buy a Business Builder 7-pack or a single bottle, they both come with 100% money back guarantee. Where have you seen a company where you buy a big package, and our big package is like half the price of most companies out there, and a huge discount at 5 times your pay? And if you're not happy, in 60 days from now, we'll give you all the money back. Come on, Kali, have you ever seen a sale like this in your life? So this is the end. Start creating your lifetime residual income today. All right. So Kali, I didn't know if that's exactly what you wanted, but this thing pumps me up. So.
Oh, Stu, it was great. And just, I didn't realize turning on my camera is going to make me think you're fine on time, and you're absolutely, it's great. The numbers are what's important. A lot of people that are on this call because we want to make some more money. Like, we need to see the numbers, and it's possible. And so what you just showed, by the way, was just one aspect of the pay.
One little part.
That was just the unilevel part, not even your copyrighted part, not even your copyrighted part where you can like build this matrix with spillover and get multiplier positions and all this crazy stuff that it takes some time to get it. But boy, when you get it, it's really exciting. And you didn't even talk about 7 coded infinity.
That's the biggest part. Kali, the Infinity 7 is the biggest part. It pays the most. But let me just say this to everybody, okay? I'm so sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm apologizing.
No.
Think about this, everybody. Think about this, okay? If you just focus on 5 to Thrive, get your 5, teach everybody to do the same, get those customers, get people doing that, everything else happens simultaneously, automatically. They don't even have to think about it. It just happens, right? So, okay, sorry. Go back. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you fire me up. Are you kidding? There's just so much here. This compensation plan is absolutely incredible. And, you said the percentage at lunch. I calculated the percentage myself. It was actually my sponsor, Michael Swilling, that told me to do this. I'd never done it before. He said, Kali, just take your check and divide it by your volume, and you'll see what you earn. And so I went back and I calculated my check and volume for multiple other companies I've been in. And then all of a sudden, as a matter of fact, I see Michael here, and I'm going to promote you, Michael, but not to talk. Not to talk yet, but I just want to say that Michael and I have had these conversations. We talk about money and comp plans all the time, and every comp plan has got some really great features to it. This one has more great features than I've ever seen, but the proof was in take your check and divide it by your volume and see what your percentages are. And so when I did that, I'm only 10%. It's like, I've got other companies, 1%, 2%, 4% was the biggest other one, because most of the companies, as a leader grows and their volume grows, most of their volume is out of their pay levels, however it pays. And there's all kinds of different ways to pay compensation. Your 7 levels of encoded infinity bonus, as long as you're ranking up. I mean, if you are lower rank, then maybe not. Your percentage is probably gonna be a little lower. But if you're taking this thing all the way, holy cow, the money's absolutely incredible. So I'm
It's the
excited about that.
highest payout, Collie, in the industry, bar none.
It is.
It is.
You know that I've had a dozen conversations now with leaders who tell me how great their comp plan is. And I say, yeah, that one feature is pretty cool. I like it. But then I say, but let's just do this. Let's you and I jump on a Zoom, share screens, and I'll show you my back office. If you show me yours, no one is willing to let me see the back office and look at the check and divide it by the volume and look at the percentages. Nobody is able to do that. So, all right, we're going to get into some Q&A. Anybody has any questions of Stu? I would just really love for you to put them in the ask a question. We'll ask them. But before I do that, I think, just send Michael an invitation to promote to panelists. But I also want to, maybe that didn't happen. Let me do it again. I also wanted to, if there's anybody here that has a great product experience that you would like to share with everybody here publicly, please just raise your hand. It's right below the video screen. Just put raise hand. And then I will promote you also, because we'd all love to hear. But you know what, Michael, I promoted you because I got to meet Stu today and hang out, have some lunch and meet some stuff. And I don't know if you were on the call for the entire time, but I asked him to tell us that Canada story, because that's the one that you sold me on, was Stu, when I heard what he did with that. But if there's anything that you would like to share with this call is really about CTFO business and money, but about Stuart Finger, I would love for you to share.
Oh, you know, Collie, I think thank you so much. And I was one of the first ones on. So I watched the whole thing, and Stu was amazing and you were amazing. So, you know, Collie, when we were talking, and, you know, when you make decisions about joining or participating, there's a lot of factors. You know, the timing of the company, the history of the company, the ownership of the company, the leadership of the company, the compensation. There are a variety of things. I'm a big believer that, you know, when things are going really well, you know, when everything's exciting, you know, then everything's perfect. But you really can determine the future growth of a company on how a company handles difficulties, how a company, because anything, whether in personal life, whether through a marriage, whether through a business, whether a traditional business, whether through network marketing, there are highs and lows of everything. So the question always becomes is, how does an individual, how does a company react to circumstances? Because I've seen in the industry of network marketing, when companies come across struggles, things, how they responded was not what I would have done when it comes to integrity, trust, belief. And the three things were three things in our history that were really in the long run, Collie, were probably beneficial, because it helps you grow and to realize things. And yeah, you know, when a network marketing company loses 70% of their merchant accounts in 3 months, they belly up. You know what I mean? But people were in love with Stu, appreciated him, his integrity, his trust, who he was. And because the products were so great and the opportunities so great, it didn't bankrupt us. The second thing is, you know, we moved over to a different platform. You know, we were convinced that a specific company convinced us to spend, you know, $500,000 to transition over to a new platform that we were told would really help us grow. And Stuart felt as though, hey, if there's anything we can do to help us grow, unfortunately, it was a disaster. I mean, the day we turned it on, no one could log in to their back office, because this vendor that we paid $500,000 to, who promised us everything, and we vetted him and everything, all the passwords were lost. And for someone to place an order, there was a 5-hour wait time. You know what I mean? But we got through it. We handled it. And of course, as Stu said, you know, the Canadian issue again. So there were three things that were out of CTFO's control. But in each of those three circumstances, the company survived, only got better, and became much stronger. And for example, you know, merchant accounts, you know what I mean? What do we do now? We have endless amount of merchant accounts. So we'll never face that situation again. We've done things out there. So I think it says a lot about the character of Stu. It tells you he has got a good heart, and he's here for the right reasons. You know, on a personal note, you know, when I left, you know, I was very successful in the industry of network marketing, made a lot of money. And I had made a decision at the time that it was time for me to move on. and I was going to leave the industry. And honestly, I personally, Kali, was sour on the owner of the company making a lot of decisions, from terminations to holding checks to just everything that was just all the greed. I felt there was a lot of greed that was in the industry when it came to ownership. And as you probably saw today, there's none of that with Stu. And it became a really, really valuable thing that I had found in the company. And then beyond that, I finally want to applaud Stu, because Stu is an amazing human being, has a heart of gold, is incredible. He's in the field, which I absolutely love. He knows what it's like. He's out enrolling, he's out building, yet he didn't let his ego get in the way to find someone who's already taken a company to $1 billion, who has the experience of taking from an operational president side. And I remember contacting Stu saying, Stu, I know this is your baby. I know this is your company, but can we bring someone in? And most owners wouldn't do that. And Stuart said, hey, if it's someone that will help bless others and to do that, and it's a great thing. And we've got the amazing Kevin who has the experience, the knowledge, the expertise, the operational, the understanding, taking us international, doing all those things. So it's just, again, another tribute to Stu to say, hey, something? Yeah, if that's possible, where I've seen companies come and go because owners didn't know how to run a company. Good people, and I can list a ton of companies that owners screwed up, but Stuart was a person without ego to say, yeah, listen, it's proven before. And there was a vetting process. I think, Stu, that was a 3-year process before Kevin came here. Lot shorter, Kali, than our process with me and you, which was 7 years, but good things come time. So
nothing's easy with you, Michael. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'll leave it with this. Kali called me after lunch today, and I always love to learn. And I asked, I said, Kali, how did it go? Well, first thing, Stu sent me a message saying, oh my God, I love Kali, which I knew that was the case. I mean, who doesn't love Kali? She's the absolute best. The text was incredible, but I expected it. And, Stu, we love Stu. I certainly love Stu. But I wanted to get Kali's perception, because she's a veteran in the industry. And the word that she said to me that really stuck with me, Kali, that really meant the most to me, is probably the most important. Well, 2 words mean more to me personally. Respect means everything to me, but the word trust. And that's a big one in our industry, because while we're in an amazing industry with so much good, and this just network marketing just magnifies anything in the world. So this is not a perfect utopia. There's a lot of bad in our industry too. And there are a lot of owners out there that are not trustworthy, that do it for the wrong reasons, that are here for the wrong reasons. And, I think the trust factor is, we all have good and bad. I certainly am not perfect, but where a check mark you have in an owner is someone that you can trust. And that to me is probably the most important thing when it comes to being part of a company. Can you trust the person? And I think that's important. So back to you. And sorry, hey guys, sorry I'm not on camera. It was one of those days today. I haven't even showered. I haven't shaved. I'm in a hat. And I know we work from home, but I didn't feel as though comfortable enough after didn't know I was going to be on. But I would have showered if I knew I was coming on. Can't hear you, Kali. You're muted, Kali.
Oh, yes, I am. All right. Thank you so much. Absolutely awesome. I thought only women worried about stuff like that. And here I am one, and I don't worry about it as much as you do. I've heard that excuse more than once. All right. Great. I have a few questions here in the chat for Stu, but before I do, I like to always have a product testimonial, and boy, we've heard some good ones. So I've got Ann Van Brussel raised her hand to share, which I'm excited about. So Ann, I would love for you to turn on your camera and turn on your mic.
Well, first, can I say I want 5 times?
Yes. 5 times.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
That was a wonderful presentation. I'm like overexcited now for sure. But for the product is the thing that does it for me and makes me want to share and help more people. First, I want to say thank you to we learned this from people calling us, but my upline from another company called me to tell me about it. And she said, you get in and I'm going to go under you and support you. And I thought that was the most beautiful thing ever. She was way up there and I was never that high as she was. So I'm very grateful to Loretta Bakari for calling me for that. And the next thing is, in a few days of using this product, I had some kind of odd pain on the outside of my ear on both sides that hurt like tremendously and felt like it was being stepped on. And I think it's from me going underwater. I've Googled enough and getting water in my ears and some air getting trapped in there. But the pain was awful. The spot that it was in was on the outer hard part. And I've had that for like 2 months. I'd have to rub it and hold it. And in 4 days, that was gone. And I thought, holy cow, I didn't know what it was, but it seemed something serious and it was gone. So it made me want to miss more. And I really missed it more. I didn't follow the label, but I'm telling you, I got great results. On day 7, a shoulder that just sitting in my car, my shoulder would hurt me. And I tore it many years ago, I think, on something I was lifting. I do a lot of yard work and it's always been a pain, but it had gotten really intensely worse in the last, I don't know, couple years. And it was just lingering. And my hips, I have a Corolla that I was ready to sell because getting in and out was too hard. And on day 7, I woke up on this shoulder and I thought, I'm never getting out of bed. And I got out. And then a couple days later, I realized, wait, my hips, it felt like sharp knives. I could not get comfortable constantly moving to the left a little bit, to the right a little bit to get comfortable on my hips. And that was gone. And I can tell you, it's been about a month and I don't even know where that hip pain went. It's completely gone. And my arm is strong. I'm lifting more with ease. So that's huge for a 60-year-old to have that mobility. I'm so grateful. And I even feel like my whole step and walk is different. And that's exciting. Other things, I had some notes here. Sleeping comfortable. I'm sleeping like 7, 8, 9 hours. And if I get up to go get water or get up for something, I am telling you, I come back, I can usually take a few minutes to look at my phone, do things. I can't hold it for 2 seconds. I fall right back to sleep and it's deep, good sleep. I'm trying to think where else. I have so much going on. My hair recently, it feels like I don't even know what to do with it because it's so much softer. There's more moisture in it. And I have a hair appointment on the 14th. And I don't think my hairdresser is going to believe the difference in how my hair is. And my skin is so soft. It just gets better. And even these glasses are not the glasses I had on last month. Last month I had 3.25 and these are 2.75. Now I use them all day long to read, to see when I drive, but they dropped. I was getting blurry and I kept thinking, why are these blurry? And I went checking, it was less. So I'm very excited about that. And I think it had to do, it could be me, but I think it had to do, I intensely drank to get the xanthones, the juice, because I had back issues and my neck was hurting. And I don't even feel that anymore, by the way. But I think the amount of fructose I was getting was maybe making me pre-diabetic because sometimes I would get dizzy and I have not felt dizzy at all in the last month. And so I don't know, but I am very excited and I am going to keep using this product for a very, very long time. And I can't wait to try the other.
Yeah. Thank you, Anne, so much. And I just want to tell everybody, Anne's only been in for a little over a month and a half. Not very long. She's already hit 10K, folks. 10K. Yay! Because she's so excited.
Awesome.
But she's not keeping it to herself. She's telling everyone. So thank you.
Everyone needs it. Everyone needs it. My big thing is where do you find a product that actually helps for preventative situations? And that's what makes me feel like I'm preventing things in my life. If this is happening while I'm using it, it's making things better. I'm preventing further things. I step better. I don't feel like, I just feel great. I feel great. Thank you so much for making this product and bringing it to us. My 95-year-old mother is taking it and it's helping her. Okay. So
you're why we do this, Anne. You're why we do this. Thank you so much. This never gets old for me hearing these. It's amazing.
Yeah. I'm so grateful.
Thanks.
Awesome. Well,
Thank you, y'all. Bye-bye.
I can't wait to meet you face to face and hug you.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait either. Thank you so much.
I would just love for you to share some final closing thoughts about what you're seeing. We had a lot of great conversations about what we should be doing with our time, not just the next 21 days, but the rest of this year.
Yeah. So I would love to. I just have to say this, and I mean this from my heart right now. I've never seen anything quite like this in our industry for 35 years. I wish I had this 20, 30 years ago. You know, I can't even imagine what I could have built. And I did pretty well. I'm very thankful and grateful for what's happened, but I don't think there's ever going to be another 12 months like the next 12 months. This is it. I mean, we're going to, right now you go talk to people and you say, hey, have you heard of Xanthomist? They're like, what's that? Have you heard of CTFO? What's that? Right? Pretty soon, you know, you'll say, hey, have you heard of Xanthomist? Yeah, I'm on it. Let me tell you my testimonial. Okay. So we're going to become a household name. This next 12 months is what will create, I believe, the most new millionaires and people earning hundreds and thousands of dollars a month. So this is what I would say. Take advantage of it. Focus on this. We all have the same company, the same comp plan, the same products, the same great owners right now. I'm teasing, but you know, we all have the same stuff here. The only difference in the equation, and you all know this, is you. So the question I have is, what are you going to do with it, right? If you knew about the greatest thing and didn't share it, it doesn't matter, right? Take advantage of this. Do 90-day runs. 90-day runs, 90-day blitzes, right? Go nuts for 90 days at a time. And then a year from now, pick up your head and look up and go, I can't believe what I created. You know, and instead of saying, why me? Start saying, why not me? Our computer system does not care who you are, what age you are, whether you're male or female, how much experience you have, none of that stuff. Whoever twists and misses the most and gets the most people to try it wins, right? This is special timing. This is the most special product I've ever seen with the most special technology. And it's all in place, everybody, right? Timing is everything. So my final thought for all of you is take advantage of this next 12 months like you've never taken advantage of anything. You will be happy you did, because it's not just going to create a lifetime of residual income. It's going to create generational income, right? That's what it's all about. So thank you so much for having me, everybody. I'm glad I got to meet some of you. Can't wait to, we'll be traveling around. Can't wait to meet face. Thanks, Collie, for inviting me. And Michael, love you, buddy. Talk to you guys soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stu. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And tune in next week with Dr. T. Dr. T and I are going to talk about mangosteen and money. So bring your prospective customers, bring your prospective builders, business builders. Stu, that presentation was amazing. And can you email me your slides, please? I have to have your presentation. That's the best one I've seen. Absolutely love it. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you on next week's call.
Bye, everybody.